All right, what's going on? This is my yeah. Anyways, as y'all can tell by the title, this is gonna be my first mock draft of 2025. The regular season is coming to the end. It is currently what? It's the 10th. Yeah, it's the 10th. So wild card starts this weekend, I believe. I'm a Lions fan, so I ain't gonna lie. Like last year's draft, I ain't really pay too much attention to. I didn't do like I'm locked in for this one because only because this is a very deep edge rusher class, and yeah, that's really it because obviously the Lions we need an edge rusher. You know what I'm saying? We need some help with Aiden on the other side. We got Zadarius right now, but and I think we got him for next year too. But yeah, it's still gonna be unbiased. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna test this out. This is my first time actually recording, I guess you could say, mock draft. I'll be doing this a lot, but I'm yapping right now. I'm gonna just get to it. Yeah, man. Let's get to it though. The first pick, Tennessee Titans. If you don't know, I'm pretty sure you know if you're watching this video. Picks 1 through 18 are locked in already because regular season's over, so I'm still gonna do the full 32 just because I feel like doing it. Yeah, I'll be doing. I'll probably upload another one maybe after the playoffs, to be honest, unless I just want to upload again. But anyways, we gonna get to it. I might need to move my stuff to right here. Got y'all. So the first pick, I thought about this one a lot. Obviously, everybody thinks Cam Ward. I've seen a lot of Cam Ward, and I've seen Shador here and there. I've seen Travis Hunter. I even seen some people say Abdullah Carter first. Uh, to be honest, I think personally I want to go Cam Ward because I feel like Cam Ward will be a good fit in Tennessee. But this quarterback class isn't. I don't want to say elite, but it's not. It's not as appealing as you could say previous draft classes. And I also feel like there's going to be a lot of quarterbacks who don't currently have a team who will be looking for a team. I believe Justin Fields, Sam Darnold. Obviously, he had a rough showing against Detroit. Defense balled out. Um, and there's obviously a few other guys. I don't know where Jameis Winston is gonna end up. Pretty much what I'm getting at is I feel like Tennessee. I feel like the easy cop out choice is just to pick Cam Ward for this position. And by the way, I'm not really doing this mock draft based off anything. I'm not really saying like this is what I think's gonna happen or best fit. It's kind of a mixture of both. So you know, if you want to hate me in the comments, go ahead, do what you do. But just to get this out of the way, because I'm a yacht, but I'm a yacht, and I don't want this to be a hour long video. And if it gets to that point, I apologize. And if it does get to that point, you stick around, I appreciate you. And yeah, but anyways, I'm gonna just keep it short and simple right here for this. I'm gonna go Travis Hunter, number one off the board, just strictly because when you think about Tennessee, I mean, I feel like you just gotta take best player available, and there is a real argument for Abdullah Carter being best player available right there. Just and the only reason why I'm saying this too is because getting back to the quarterback thing, I know I got off track with that. Um, I feel like they're just gonna maybe get a quarterback in the free agency to kind of like bridge it, and probably wait for next year to really go all in on a quarterback because it's like I said, this class isn't really anything that really jumps off the table with quarterbacks. So the Cleveland Browns, I mean, I feel as if they have Deshaun. Deshaun, he's going through that. I think he re-injured his Achilles or something. There was some sort of setback, that got in the way. They do got DTR. I don't know if Jameis is gonna come back. They have options too, sort of similar to Tennessee as far as like options of getting a quarterback in free agency rather than banking their future on a quarterback. I honestly believe they're not in a position where they have to go quarterback, like where it's like do or die. They need a quarterback type situation. I don't think it's that. Um, their offensive line was tough, man. The offensive line they had a pretty tough year. Um, and I think this could go one of two ways, I think, or one of three ways. You know, they could get a quarterback. They could get like a Shador or a Cam Ward and Abdullah Carter as an edge rusher. But I'm gonna go with Will Campbell here. I think that's more of an important need to fill. I mean, you're paying Deshaun a lot of money. They could go free agency. I feel like maybe like a Justin Fields would be a good fit there. Justin Fields would be a good fit in a lot of these offenses. Um, Listen, if you're new to my channel, bro, just know, bear with me, bro. I be talking like this, yapping, things of that nature. But yeah, right here, now this is a team that is do or die. They need a quarterback. They need a franchise guy. Are they sticking with? I think they're sticking with their coach. Since he's been there, he hasn't been able to like kind of like draft this guy, so this is a very important spot for him. Um, Me personally, I I kind of agree with this. I believe Cam Ward is the best on the board as far as quarterback goes for this draft class. Just his patience in the pocket. I feel like he has the most tools. Red zone is a little iffy, but red zone decisions. But at the same time, I feel like he's the best. But I feel like a New York Giants thing to do is I feel like they're gonna go with the Shador Sanders. I don't know. I just have a feeling. I just have a feeling. If I was them, I probably wouldn't. I would probably go best player available too. But at the same time, it's do or die for the quarterback position there, I think. And yeah, they just got rid of Daniel Jones. Blah blah blah. New England Patriots. I mean, man, they had a rough offensive line year two. But at the same time, I do believe that they're in the running for like best player available too. I don't think their offensive line all right, their offensive line was bad. It was bad, but I'm not going to lie. I think because this edge rushing class is so deep, I think they're not going to want to miss out on this. I mean, because there's a lot of these guys who can be game breakers. I think, from my personal opinion, game wreckers. I mean, it goes deep. This edge rushing class does. So I'm not gonna lie. I think they want to get in on that. I think a lot of teams will, as you'll see from what my thoughts are. So I'm gonna take Abdullah Carter to yeah, to New England. I don't I know a lot of people. I think a lot of people had them going. Well, I mean, some people had them going like Travis Hunter if he fell, but on my stuff he didn't fall. So anyways, Jacksonville. Um, as you can see up here, they say the needs are center, guard, defensive interior, and corner. Um, I don't think they let Will Johnson get past them, to be honest, because their DBs they need some help. Like they need some help. There's no Travis Hunter because I already, I had him going number one, or yeah, well number one. I think that's where I had him going. I already forgot, but yeah, I don't think they let Will Johnson go. He's clearly, he's up there, elite level. I feel like cornerback for this draft class. Raiders. Now, this is a team low key. I'm not doing any trades, by the way. But if I was to do a trade, I would maybe the Raiders trade up. But that's only me thinking because we all know how teams get during the draft with quarterbacks, especially that draft season. They tend to put the quarterbacks, even if they're not up there, they tend to put them up there, and they tend to kind of panic and kind of get the quarterbacks buy into the hype. I personally, I would not be surprised if we seen one of these guys go at this position. But I'm not gonna lie, I think Cam Ward is a good fit for here. Um, they have a little bit to work with, but I mean they need help clearly. Team needs help, but I think this is a good position for Cam Ward to go. I think it's a good situation, a decent situation. I mean, he'll be going into a running back room that is successful enough behind their offensive line. Like Amir Abdullah, I believe, was going crazy. They had some other running backs going crazy this year. Uh, Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker. Like, I think this is a good situation for Cam Ward to go into. I think they could feel comfortable. Antonio Pierce, he can get his guy to build with. All right, so the Jets. A lot of people go Mason Graham right here. Uh, I could see it. I could see a Mason Graham here. Uh, I also the quarterback situation is going to be very iffy here. I don't see them taking a chance at quarterback in this draft in particular. Maybe they can get Aaron Rodgers back for another season. I think he should just retire, but maybe they don't, maybe they do. That's all really gonna depend. Time will tell with that one. I'm not gonna lie. Panthers. I mean, they got their guy now, Bryce Young. Looking good, closing out the season strong, doing this thing. Um, Panthers could go a lot of. They can go a lot of different ways. I mean, they clearly need the help. It says like up here, defensive line, DB. They they did need some help with the DBs. I'm not gonna lie, like they were getting torched. They're getting torched. The only issue is, I mean, from my personal opinion, the Morrison is good quarterback. I mean, good corner. My bad. Good corner. Um, Obviously, no like Will Johnson level. This is a tough one. This is a tough position for them. But like I said, kind of alluded to earlier, this edge rushing class is just you gotta build from the trenches first. You have to. That's the way to do it to win football games. We've seen it with the rebuild in Detroit. Dan Campbell and them came in and got Panay Sewell right away. They beefed up both sides of the line, built the trenches up first. I think they're gonna go with one of these guys, and I'm not going to lie. I think it's gonna be like a Michael Williams type person to go this high. I think he may go that high. I'm not gonna lie. That's just something that I believe. I may be wrong. And I'm gonna do another mock draft eventually. So yeah, here we go. So New Orleans Saints, I know it says wide receiver need. I mean, I don't really know. Wide receiver need, is it, I feel like they have guys. Staying healthy, I know can be a situation for them. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't think Tet is a hard person to pass on, I think. But I'm once again gonna go back to that well with these edge rushers, this class. I don't think you can go wrong. Am I though? You know what? I mean, I may just be a little different. There's no way it goes that high. No, I'm gonna stick. I'm gonna stick to my gut. I think with this one, I do believe either one of these guys right here would be a good fit here. I believe Shamar still the one who's he's the bigger body one, ain't he? Yeah, he is. I'm gonna go with Shamar Stewart here. Um, I just have a feeling. Yeah, Chicago. I feel like this is. This is a little more straightforward. I think if this guy's still here, they're gonna take him. Kevin Banks. Um, they need help. Offense on paper, they got a lot of playmakers. They don't really need too much more of that, but they need to help. They need that line. Need to help out Caleb Williams. San Francisco, another one where I feel like offensive line. We've seen the struggles they had when they were missing out. I think they just take best offensive line, offensive tackle, offensive interior available. I think they go with Josh Simmons. So obviously, I'm gonna buy into the hype with this one too. I believe they take Genty. Um, they kind of have a little bit more to work on than that, but I'm gonna buy into the hype on that. Miami Dolphins. This is where things get a little tricky because I know the whole Tyreek Hill thing, but I also did see something that Tyreek Hill was talking about staying. Don't really know. I feel like if he does leave, there could be a sense of panic to where they feel like they're gonna need to kind of like fill that need. I would say, something like Kansas did, and they got Worthy after Tyreek left or whatever. Because I mean, it's really hard to fill that need of a Tyreek Hill, but you know, maybe that's all gonna depend on if Tyreek stays or not. So, but in this scenario, from what I just seen, I'm gonna act like he stays. I think they're gonna go with some help on the defensive side of the ball. Um, I'm gonna go with Tyleek. I would go with Grant, but I just feel like for here, Tyleek's man, Grant is a big boy. But I'm gonna go with Tyleek. I'm gonna go with Tyleek. I'm not gonna spend too much time on that. Right here. So we have our first Colts. I've thought about this one a lot. Malachi Starks goes here a lot. I can see it. I understand the fit, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't think they pass up on Tyler Warren. I think he's a better fit there than Loveland is. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna go Warren off the board before Loveland, and I'm a Michigan guy, but Atlanta. I would go Tet here. And this is crazy that I have Tet falling this far. I personally, I don't know. Who knows if he does drop this far? I don't, I don't really think he does. It says they need wide receiver help. Tet is more of an extra guy. I feel like he's, that number one receiver. I don't think he bigger body, obviously. They kind of already have that with the Drake London, so I don't really see them going for it. Their pass rush needs help. I think they go to James Pierce. Um, I think he's gonna have a good combine, and I think people are it's gonna really pop and show out. Um, Cardinals keep this one simple. I think they're gonna go Kenneth Grant. Maybe because Nick Skirton because I still have Nick Skirton here, I might go with the Nick Skirton to the Cardinals. No, I'm gonna stick with Grant. I'm gonna stick with Grant. Um, yeah, we just gonna keep that there, bro. Just gonna keep that there. Now the Bengals, um, this decision right here is strictly based off the fact that I seen Trey Hendrickson was a bit upset. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they're gonna need a guy to kind of fill that need. I feel like to refill that if somehow Trey Hendrickson could get up out of there, and they obviously need help on defense. It's I feel like it's gonna be interior, like in interior defense, or it's gonna be edge rusher. Like it's gonna be one of them. I'm gonna take Nick Skirton for them because he's still there. I cannot believe Ted is still there. I'm wilding low key. Um, Seattle. I mean, they need help. Wyatt Millam normally goes there a lot. feel like he may, but best. I'm thinking they take the best tackle off the board. Um, so Houston, I actually like this fit for Tet. I think they need a little bit more than receiver help. I'm not gonna. Dang man, Nico Collins. They already have such a deep wide receiver room. Jeez, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna take Tet for them. Now I think about it. They already have a deep. They have a deep room already. Um, I mean, if they can get some help, I'm gonna go just because he can play the guard position. He's athletic enough to play the guard position. I'm gonna go Jonah Savaianaya, if I said his name right. I think he, I think he can play that position well, and yeah, this another situation where I feel like they have an ex receiver already in Cortland Sutton. But I feel like Sutton could play the slot here and there. I'm gonna go Tet here. Why not give Bo Nix some more weapons and to get Tet falling all the way to 20. I don't think that's really gonna happen, but in this mock draft, this is my first mock draft of the year, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can go crazy on me in the comments. Tampa. Tampa. Levante David, they already. The one thing about Tampa I've noticed is they already have a great linebacker room. I thought about this a lot. I thought about going linebacker for them. Um, they have such a good linebacker room already. Underrated guys, all good tacklers. All good tacklers, to be honest. I'm gonna go with Morrison here for them. I've thought about this a few times. Ever since they lost Carlton Davis, I feel like they've been kind of trying to find a way to fill that need, and I think that's a decent. I do believe he has an injury though, but hey, I think they'll be all right. This right here, I'm gonna straight up go. I cannot believe I still have Malachi Starks there, but he's not gonna fall this far. First mock draft, bro. Relax. Luther Burden. I'm gonna go with Luther Burden. Quick guy. I think he can play the slot pretty well, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So they got George Pickens. I believe they're gonna either stick with Fields or Russell. So I feel like they got the quarterback. No super crazy need for some help right there. Um, Los Angeles Rams. I feel like they got Jared Verse. I feel like they're sitting pretty good at that. When can a Siobhan Revel come back? I can't really remember when. I feel like they need help. More of their help is on the DB side. Um, I feel as if they go best corner available. Let's say, do I believe Trey Amos is better? Kinda, not really, but the injury I think is gonna slow that process down for Siobhan. So go Trey Amos. Green Bay, Lucas Van Ness has not been what they believed. Um, See, they can go either one of these guys. I feel like all these guys are well at least down to like right here. I mean even Tyler Barron has shown some good things here and there. You know what? Their cornerback room, they needed some help. When Jair's not there, it's like they are non-existent. So I feel like they can do enough in the meantime. I'm gonna go with Siobhan Rebel for them. This here, I mean, I feel like Colson's still there. He's Jim Harbaugh. I mean, storyline, link them back up together. All right, dude, Malachi Starks is still there, bro. I'm tripping. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tripping. Washington, I know the need for, I'm gonna go Wyatt Millen. Wyatt Millen for them. Why not get the trenches, help the trenches out more for Jaden Daniels. I mean, crazy season, good, having a good showing, like for real, great showing. Um, Baltimore. I'm not gonna lie, I could see Princely fitting in pretty well with this defense. I don't know. I just feel like that's a good fit for them. Um, this is one where I've thought about a few times. I know everyone. This is about to be a crazy reach. I just feel like I feel like there's one of three places where Scatterbo can go. I feel like it's Minnesota one, in like a New Orleans too. Like just like the fit wise. This is a crazy reach. I'm not gonna lie, but it's my first mock draft. I'm gonna go with Cam Scatterbo. Oh shit. I'm gonna go with Scatterbo to Minnesota. Don't hang me in the comments, bro. All right, Buffalo Bills. This is a difficult one. Okay, Starks is still there. Difficult one right here. Um, but to be honest, is Amari Cooper staying? I guess that's gonna be one of the big things. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Just because he's still there, I'm gonna take Malachi Starks, bro. This right here, I feel like this is pretty simple for me. They love their Georgia guys. Jalon can play edge rusher too. He played a lot of edge rushers last season, so I'm gonna take Jalon Walker. I know there's gonna be people coming for me in these comments, boy. If they comment stuff like that. Kansas. So we got Kansas here. Obviously they're not having like the best like as far as like performance wise showing this season, but they're a winning team. They always get it done. Um, I mean this is a tough team to really predict where they're gonna go. Maybe they just go best player available. They are having a lot of like issues in the wide receiver room, and maybe they just take best wide receiver available. I know this is saying need for tackle. It's possible, but I'm just gonna take best wide receiver available for these guys. And this leaves Detroit Lions if the predictions are true. I think this is easily the edge rusher spot. Um, yeah, I think this is easier edge rusher spot. So like with my thought process on this is I really don't think we go with like the big like run stuffing kind of edge rusher who can like also play the run. I feel like we have such a good run defense already. Aiden has already shown that he can play that run stuffing style and everything. We waive James Houston. I think we go get a guy who kind of fill that spot up a little bit. I mean, just purely in there, edge rushing, can drop back a little bit. This dude played, he was linebacker, moved to edge rusher, quick, twitchy, 17 sacks last season. Mike Green. I'm also being biased because I want to see him here. I'm probably going to pick him on every. But I'm not going to lie, I would not be surprised if he gets picked earlier than this. Like, I really would not be surprised if he got picked earlier than this. I think at the combine he might show out. I think there's gonna be a lot of teams kind of looking at him, and Probably gonna like what they see. I'm not gonna lie. From what I watched on them, I definitely wouldn't mind having him here, kind of taking up that like James Houston role. Um, fast, bendy. You know what I mean? Great bend. Gets off fast off the ball, and I mean 17 sacks. Yeah, it was just from one season. Really, he didn't really. He just exploded, and also the competition wasn't too crazy. I think they really only played who was it, Ohio State. It was somebody. I think it was only Ohio State. Like as far as like the crazy good teams, Power Five team, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's been it. That's been my mock draft. My first mock draft. What does that say? 30 minutes. At least I didn't hit an hour. If you sat through this whole thing, you know, I, thank you, and you know, I pray for you because you just had to sit there and listen to me. Yeah, but yeah, I know I did a few reaches in here, but I'm not gonna lie. Like let's think all of the mock drafts we see always before the drafts, they're always crazy, bruh. Like they're always crazy. And then the draft night, like they're always crazy. Like almost never are the mock drafts like accurate. Like literally, like, remember we had like Malik Willis going number 2 to Detroit. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I fell for the bait too. Like I did a couple mock drafts during that year where I put Malik at 2. I wanted to see him in Detroit. But yeah, that sort of stuff happens. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised to see, Cam Ward go first or Shador go first. Or I wouldn't be surprised to see like a Dylan Gabriel in the first round. Like or a Will Howard, bro. Like I'm not even lying. Like, I would not be surprised to see these sort of things happen. Um I wouldn't be surprised to see Ted go to like a New Orleans. But I do believe that there's gonna be a lot of edge rushers taken in this first round. I think this is a huge edge rush class. And I don't think there's gonna be a lot of teams who are gonna want to miss out on this. And because of this, how big this class is, I could also see Detroit waiting until round 2 or something to get an edge rusher too. So because we have Zadarius for one more year. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, if you are on my channel and you watch like my UFC breakdowns, I might get one up for this event tomorrow. I don't know. I'm really only excited about the Austin Bashley fight because he's a Michigan guy. But other than that, the Mackenzie Dern fight, I don't really know. I'm definitely ready for Makachev and Sarukian, so I will definitely have that breakdown video coming in like next week or whatever. Um, but yeah. So, anyways, thanks for watching. If you sat here and just listened to me, yeah, I will have more videos. I might do, eventually just a Detroit Lions only mock draft. At the end of the Super Bowl season when we hopefully win it all. But yeah, that's been it. That's been me. You know what I'm saying? So thank you. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Um, tell me what you think. Tell me if you hate my draft. Tell me if you love it. Tell me things that you would have done a little different. You know. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Peace.